right, let's talk about it. You already know what's coming, bro, because y'all lived it up for about like 6 years. It's funny every time Urkel tweet pop up that say this shit ain't gonna last
so damn
long.
funny, bro. It's one of the greatest tweets of all time.
It's one of the greatest tweets of all time, but it's funny because at that point in time, the Warriors were just like world beaters for so long. And now
that was before that. No. That was before the Warriors were on world.
It was 2013. I know exactly what tweet you talking about.
That was before the Warriors were world beaters. And he said, "Bro, I'm about to be 30. This shit not gonna last much longer." G, it's been 15 years damn near.
By the way, saying LeBron is about to be 30 is kind of crazy at that point in time, G. Like 30 is not old, G.
Yeah,
not in the hoop. Not in
but at the same time, like I mean, even when Bron came back to Cleveland, like he had the back issue. Remember, like he took the 2 weeks off in like in like the middle of the season. Like I don't think if you would have asked a lot of people at that time, like, oh, how long was LeBron gonna play? I don't know if people would have thought he would be 40, still averaging 25 points per game. So like his tweet was fair. It's just funny in retrospect because he's still 40 averaging what he's averaging. But no, the Warriors. I mean, what do you think about the Warriors? How do you feel? How do you feel about the season that they've had? What do you think about Kuminga? And just what do you think about the future in general for that basketball?
Actually, let's just cut to the tape. I'm sorry. Let's just cut to the chase. Is the dynasty over? He got quiet as hell. He got quiet as hell. He got quiet as hell.
Like I'm never gonna doubt my niggas and shit like that, but like us steamrolling niggas and shit like that, it's coming to an end. But with the emergence of Kuminga and shit like that, we're gonna be in good hands, hopefully, when everybody retires. But I'm not gonna say the dynasty is like damn near like it's on life support. But I got faith in these niggas, and like in all reality, I feel like nobody in the West, and I'm dead serious. There's only 2 teams in the West that I feel ain't scared of us, and that's the Nuggets, and I hate to say it, but the fucking Lakers. Other than that,
the Lakers not scared of y'all because when LeBron sees Steph Curry, he see food. But the problem is Steph Curry guys usually will help him whoop LeBron ass. It's not the same no more, G.
Yeah, because Draymond is his buddy. So it's like, bro. Like,
and by the way, you saying that they on life support, that's the name of this episode. The Warriors are on life support. That's the name of this episode, G.
But yeah, man, like I feel like, and I feel like our timeline wouldn't have did how it did if Steve Kerr got the hell out of his way. There's no reason why Moody should be begging for playtime. Kuminga was down there begging for playtime until people started getting injured and everything like that. So it's like, I'm like, damn, bro, like, what y'all, it's crazy because I have this dynamic with both of the coaches of my favorite teams. Kyle be stuck in his ways with 49ers, and Steve be stuck in his ways. There's no way in hell Corey Joseph should even left the bench this year, let alone being on our team. There's no way he should have been leaving the bench.
I will say this: the center you guys got, what's his name? Trace Jackson Edwards. Is that his name? Is that how you say his name?
Trace Jackson Davis. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jackson Davis. Yeah. He's on my fantasy team. I feel like Steve Kerr should have leaned into him a little bit earlier on in the year because he's actually been performing very well for them as of late. He has been. Like, I think Steve Kerr was in Pavi, you can retort in a second, but I feel like Steve Kerr was so in his, we got to stay in championship mode so only vets can play. He didn't realize that the vets is the old dogs that's about to be put out to pasture rather than him developing the young guys. And actually, I think the best thing that happened to him this year was Kuminga blasting Steve Kerr in the media. Like, him blasting Steve Kerr in the media basically was like, you either going to trade me or you going to play me. And the Warriors have been saying for years that they weren't going to trade him. He's been, rumored to be a part of packages. So to me, it's just like, at that point, Steve Kerr has been letting his pride override his brain, but he's been doing it because they've had so many quality vets. But what the NBA and the CBA has done has taken away those vets. So rather than leaning in on the young guys, like you said, like a Moody or a Kuminga or Trace, or even, I even give him credit for leaning on Podziemski. I didn't even think that he was going to play him. Go ahead.
See, now that's the thing about it. I know Steve. I ain't saying like I know him like that, but I know how Steve Kerr is. He has his favorites. Podzinski, I knew he was gonna get play time off the dribble because you want to know what that remind me of? Nico freaking Mannion. He has his favorites of weird players and like that. Now I don't want to go like the racist
That's
route,
the
but
most random ass name, but I feel you.
you could like they try not to say it like that, but like
It
they
don't
fake
matter,
way
bro. Say what you gotta say, G.
they fake way look like each other. So I know it's like Steve Kerr probably seen Podzinski said, "Oh, I got another Nico. I got another Nico." That's the only rookie that's got playing time like that.
I
He
mean,
I
has his
agree,
favorites.
but go ahead, Pappy.
The thing I would argue is the thing with Steve Kerr stuck in his ways is like I think you do have to give guys a chance to fail. I mean, you do have Klay Thompson. Like Klay Thompson has been, for the most part, a model of consistency for the past decade. I think you
Yep.
do. I mean, usually Klay, like even I think it was the 2019 season before Klay hit all them damn threes against the Bulls when they was just trying to get him the record. He was
Yeah.
cold before then. So it's like you think, oh, it's Klay Thompson. He gonna pick it up. He gonna pick it up. He gonna pick it up. The thing back then, though, with Klay was he was still giving you. Now, granted, I always thought Klay was a little bit overrated as a defender, but still, Klay was still giving you at least, very good defense. I never thought, I was never one that thought Klay was one of the best defenders in the league. I thought the only year he deserved to be on the all defensive team was the year he made the all defensive team. But that being beside the point. The point is he still was being able to go out there and guard, your best perimeter player. And this year, obviously, because of his injuries, he just can't bring that to the game anymore. And then also Wiggins. Like Wiggins, you didn't expect Wiggins to start off playing the way he was playing. Like that was, I mean, you can make an argument that when they won the ring, Wiggins was the second best player that playoff run. If you want to make that argument, I think that you can make that argument. So it's like I do think you have to give these guys a chance to fail. And then when you see that, oh, this isn't working, okay, let me try to go with something different. Because also with Kuminga wasn't playing like this. The Kuminga we see now was not the Kuminga we saw in November. Now, maybe it's because he didn't have the confidence. Maybe it's because, he's out there trying to think too hard. Like, oh, man, if I make one mistake, I'm going to go sit down. But also Draymond wasn't there. Like they were kind of, they had so many things that happened this year where it's like they were forced to try something different. Usually they aren't forced to try anything different. And with Pods, the reason I think Pods cracked the lineup earlier was because Pods just does something different than the other guys. Like Pods takes charges. He seems like he has a good brain for moving without the ball and just knowing where to be and playing like solid defense. And also Pods, even though he's a rookie, he's not young. If I'm not mistaken, Pods played 2 or 3 years of college.
I think so.
Because I know he went to U of I and then he left because he's from Wisconsin. He went to U of I, left U of I, and he ended up at St. Mary's. So I think he played like a couple years of college. So even though like he's young, he's not like, for instance, Kuminga came straight out the G League. The thing about the G League and like the G League at night, even what you see with Jalen Green, even what you saw with Scoot Henderson is you're not always learning how to play actual basketball. Like they're just giving you the ball and you run out there and kind of do whatever. You're not learning how to play actual basketball. So maybe he had to learn how to play actual basketball as well. And these are the fruits of that. And also the fact that you had Draymond Green being gone basically 20 games. You had Chris Paul breaking his hand and being gone 20 games. So you had to try something different. And these are the results of them trying something different.
I thank God. I hate to say it like that, but I thank God those happened because if Draymond didn't get hurt, Chris Paul didn't get hurt, and the other injuries that sufficed, none of that would have changed. We would have ended up trading Kuminga, trading Moody, and just down spiral and stuff like that. So I kind of thank you for that. Whatever like that. And yeah, like I'm glad. Well, in our reality, like I love him.
But also for Moody, the Moody situation is interesting in my personal opinion because for one, Moody's contract is coming up, and if Moody keeps playing the way Moody has been playing, I don't necessarily. If Moody keeps playing the way Moody has been playing, I don't necessarily know one, what he's worth, and also how much money Moody is going to command on the open market, which I think is really, really interesting, right? Because you already have Steph Curry making however much money Steph Curry is making. The Klay Thompson thing will be very interesting. Obviously, I don't think Klay is getting a max, but with the way Kuminga is playing, if Kuminga continues to average around 20 points, He's 22 years old. Usually you want to sign these guys. He'll be going into his 4th year. Usually you want to sign these guys like right before their 4th year. Kuminga could probably command $140 million. So then at that point, he could probably command 100. If Devin Vassell got 160 from the Spurs, Jonathan Kuminga could command 140 to 160 from the Warriors. And if he doesn't command 140 from the Warriors, he can find a team that would definitely go out there that has the money that will pay him that money, at least put him to an offer sheet with that money if they let him hit restricted free agency next season.
That's a lot of money, bro.
Do you see what he's been averaging?
I think
If you average 20
he
points,
can get like.
G.
Okay, this is my question. This is a hot take, but I'm about to get it off. Value, player to player, who is more valuable, him or Buddy Hield?
I think it depends. Now that I think depends on
exactly.
He's
not getting more money than Buddy Hield.
Wait. Listen. Actually,
no disrespect to Kuminga, but he's not getting more money than Buddy Hield.
No, actually, you're wrong. Kuminga, Buddy Hield's 31 already. Is 31 years old already.
Yeah, but Kuminga is still, to me, an unproven commodity.
Exactly. But he's averaging this season 15 points. And if you do the splits, since he started actually playing more basketball and Steve Kerr let him on the court, he's been averaging what? Let me see. In January, it was 20. In February, it was 18. This year, so far, Marcin played 2 games. It's been 15. If his agent walks in there, you have a 21-year-old guy. Is he even 21? Yeah. You have a 21-year-old guy who's uber athletic. His agent can walk into an office and say, we want 160. We want the max amount of money that he can possibly get. I mean, think about the guys who got the money. Devin Vassell. Do you think Devin Vassell was more value? Was Devin Vassell lighting it up? Even when Porter got the 160. Stop. You wait. Hold on. Wait. You muted yourself.
No, let's just be honest about Devin Vassell.
He deserved the money.
Vassell got that. They didn't have nobody.
He deserved the money.
No, he did. He didn't. He deserves the money. Okay, look, I will say this. I'm never gonna say no. I'll say this. I will never say that nobody don't deserve their money. But in terms of,
he averaged 18 last year when he got the bread, bro. If you are a young player,
and they are one of the worst teams in the league.
If you are a young player who can average close to 18 points, you will get $100 million, probably 140 in today's day and age. It's just the way it is. And again, if you let this man hit restricted free agency next season, you think somebody else won't offer the money? You think the fucking Pistons won't offer him $170 million? You think he can't at least call his agent? The same way. Remember when
the Pistons gonna offer Kuminga?
They have the money. You think any of these teams who are young and have the money?
Yeah, my bad.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
You think any of these teams who have the money and can afford won't offer a young 21-year-old who?
We talking about Jonathan Kuminga, by the way, tweets and whether he deserves $140 million. I say hell no. No, 100. No,
he deserves 140.
Look, in the real world, I'm put it this way: pay that young black man his money. But if we talking about a contract, a team paying $140 million for, for Jonathan Kuminga, it's overpaying.
Why is it overpaying? Listen, you get paid off potential. This is the young 21-year-old. He's averaging close to 20 points when you play him. That's what you get. Look at all the deals. Michael Porter didn't even have a back, and he got 160. Fucking Devin Vassell averaged 18. He got the highest contract in Spurs history.
Keldon too.
Keldon, no, I think like Keldon got like 80 or something like that. Keldon got like 80 or 90. But still, yeah, it's a lot. Like again, if you have this guy and it's like you have to pay him. So again, I as far as me saying that, I'm saying as far as like the dynasty talk, I don't want to say the dynasty is over, but I think I'm with you. I think it's on life support. I think that do I think the Warriors can win a championship this year? I'm not the most sure about that. I would probably say no. But do I think that they can at least have something to say about how the playoffs go? I do. I think that they can be like a second round team. Especially again, we've talked about this ad nauseum. When you look at the top 2 teams in the conference, they happen to be 2 teams that are kind of on the inexperienced side. Like you have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shit, I think a lot of teams can fuck around and beat the Thunder in like a series just based off the experience that they don't have. They don't really have any vets also. But the only thing I think why that series against the Warriors would be okay for them, is because I think they could just get away with having Chet Whereas opposed, I think if like the Thunder play the Lakers, you can't get away with only having Chet Holmgren as far as your only big. But with the Warriors, but even with me saying that, I look at what Looney did last year when he turned to fucking Dennis Rodman. I don't know if you could get away with just having that. I don't know. So we'll see.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, I never, in the years that we didn't have Looney, I ain't never had that much doubt in that man as I do right now.
Why is
Like
that?
I really have so much. I ain't seen Looney like this before. He looks like literally off the floor, like he shouldn't be on the floor. Like that's how bad he's been playing. Like they run him off the floor. It's like it's nothing that he used to do, that he used to specialize in, like the boards and help defense and shit like that. We don't. You feel me? Like I don't. He ain't been doing it, so it's like. But you're right though. When it comes to playoff time, I'm gonna keep him on the floor. But then we like, and then like I can't. The reason why I'm saying that also because can't start side reach, and we can't just throw TJD out there. I just, as much as I like the kid, can't throw him out there yet.
You got to go small with that. You got to go small with Draymond, Kuminga, Wiggins. You have to run that lineup, and then that's why I say, well, Chet in that instance shouldn't have too much problem staying on the floor. So I think that series could be more interesting than we think that it could be, personally. But still, like if the Warriors ended up getting the AFC, and then if they ended up getting the AFC, because when you look at the play, and they still have to get the AFC.
Yeah.
It's some teams in that play-in that they would have to beat that in a one-game scenario. If I'm not mistaken, the Mavericks are still in like a play-in scenario. In a one-game scenario, in just a one-game scenario, you got to play Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving in a one-game scenario.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Like I try to steer clear. Like you're right. Matter of fact, now you're gonna get there to it. Like that's 3 teams, and I said 3 teams now because the fact that we might have to see Luka in the play-in. Don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
In a one-game scenario where you playing for all the marbles and your playoff life, you don't want to. I wouldn't personally. I mean, if currently as it stands right now, they would be playing the Lakers. That's not necessarily a matchup that I think I'm welcoming. They could beat them, but I don't think that's a matchup I'm welcoming. And then you would get the loser of 7-8, which currently would be Sacramento or Dallas. In a one-game scenario, I don't really want to play either 3 of those teams, especially not Sacramento or Dallas. And even with the way like the Lakers have been playing have been playing offense of late, I don't even know if I want to see them. So I think if they get to a series, it could bode well for them. But actually looking at it, I have questions about them even getting to a series currently.
About to blast off for days. Damn, they don't even know my face. What the fuck she even saw my face? Know my whole story before she even talked to me. Feel like I'm a superstar when you walk to me. Everybody wanna know my name. Remember when they couldn't pronounce my name? Ay, gang on the gang. I could put it on the set, I could put it on the change. When you see me, know it changed.